Okay, I just got up here to Whitecap. I'm going inside to pick up a drain for Efron so that we can direct all the water down my hill and catch a nice trench drain. So I'm gonna go inside and see what they got. All right, so that didn't take very long. We just needed about they call it meters. He said that's a 2 meter, which I had to ask what a meter was. Somebody switched to the metric system on me, so I had to do the math. But it said load it up in the back, so I'm gonna get this to Efron so I can keep going.
Let's see if he's got a horn on this thing. There we go. Perfect. This time, Efron ordered a little extra concrete, 1 extra yard to be safe. Remember, we ran short on my driveway, so the extra concrete that he ordered allows us to make a man-made additional curb, keeping the water from going down into the pond. So here's what he's working on right now. Get tired of hearing those horns.
So Efron has finished up. It's been about a week, and I want to tell you some of the steps that he went through. And the idea of this curb again is to keep all this water that's kind of rushing down the hill, hitting my driveway. And because when we built this pond, it was a little bit of an afterthought. We knew we were going to do a pond, but now we're going to make this pond, as you well know, more of a swimming pool. So I can't have water going into a swimming pool. So the curb was the best idea versus regrading, and this curb does two things, as I told you. Keeps us from sliding down in the wintertime, going into the pond with our cars. Hopefully the curb stops us from doing that. But the most important thing is it really deflects water, and we put in a nice drain. And so that's all been installed. And since we're in winter conditions, he put down what we call like a brome cure that he sprays on top of the concrete. And what that does, it does a couple of things. It's kind of like a sealer on top that eventually wears off, but it does a couple of things. Keeps the wind and the dust from getting into the concrete when it's wet, and it also helps seal in some of the moisture. But more importantly, what he did, he came back and put this burlap down, and that's like another form of insulation to help protect the curb. And it's been on here for a few days, so now I'm going to roll this all up. I'm going to help out Efron take this back to his house since it's in town, save him a trip. It's about an hour round trip. I'll show you this end result. It really looks nice. So the next thing we're going to be doing, if it warms up, which it's supposed to, but we still have a little frost in the ground. As you can see, there's these dirt clods that when he was digging this stuff up, those huge dirt clods are because of the frost that's in the ground. Now that's all done, we're ready for the pond to get going. So let me know what you guys think of the curb. We had a little extra concrete that we added, a little extension going out. We kind of molded that one. This was all done with framed 2x8s. I wanted to make sure that when Efron puts the drain in, that it's in the proper location. So I went ahead, got the power washer out, did two things, kind of cleaned the mud off the driveway, and then I wanted to see where the water was actually flowing to, and we have it in the right spot. So it's always safe to be sorry. Like the old things, you measure twice, cut once. I guess you hose the driveway down twice, and then you put a drain in once. Patch, he's got his eye on these canvas. If I turn my back on him, he could be hauling away some of these things. So if Efron's missing a couple, I'm sure it's in Patches. Hey, Don't be taking no more stuff. He looks innocent, but he's a thief. Let me know if other builders clean up after some of their subs. I'm just being a nice guy. Got a slow day, so I thought I would help Efron out by bringing back his canvas. I'm not sure what the heck this stuff is. Hey guys, let me know if you think I'm doing a little over the top stuff. I'd like to be nice to the subs. This is something that should help Efron out since I'm going that direction. So I'm not sure too many other home builders would clean up after some of their subs, but I like my guys and I want them to like me. So I'm doing a little extra effort here. Got things loaded up. I'm gonna take everything back to Efron. Got to make a few more stops along the way.
Okay, day two, the next day. Chad's gone, and now the guys are back. And they are filling in pile and moving out the hillside where I'm going to be building the barn. So hopefully this will be the last day of doing dirt work on the property. We do have a little bit more to do on the dam for the pond, kind of raise up the shelf, but this will get everything done, and I'll be starting to rock the road so I can get equipment in here to start building the barn. Today's the day they're coming to remove all the heavy equipment, so I will finally have a backyard free of just stuff laying around the yard, from excavators, bulldozers, big dump trucks, but I'll just have chickens, which is probably a good thing. That's why I moved here. All right, I'm going down to see Chad. Today's loading up all the heavy equipment day. They're finally getting out of here, and I'm able to stop making payments to Chad. So he's done a great job. Talk to him real quick and tell him, Chad,
how you guys doing today?
Today's the day you're all done, right?
Pretty much done.
Well, you've done an awesome job. I really appreciate all that you've done. So
hey, thanks a lot.
thought you guys would enjoy what it takes to build a curb. This is about an 8-inch curb. It's doing two things for us: keeping the water from going into our future pond. Also, more importantly, it's kind of a steep hill. It's got our driveway's at a slope, keeping us from driving into the pond, especially when winter coming in with ice.
So Efron and his guys have done a great job. We beat the winter conditions probably by maybe a week or so. And now they're hand troweling everything and finalizing the curb, and it's looking great. Let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate you watching. I'm Brad the Builder, and I'll see you guys on the next job site.